Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
I am Dad. Callum's just taste testing the Rocky Road.
Nom 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 nom. Chocolate nom nom.
All cookies are nearly gone.
Give this a tenner.
Yeah, as did it. It gave the cookies a 10 as well. So he's deciding what to make next week. Because now
as I would say, it's orgasmic.
Being as the Easter baking's over now, so we're back to the normal baking. So there you go. Just put link in. Callum, just do me a favour.
No.
Will you shut that kitchen door, please? Because I can hear that.
Hold on a minute.
He's listening to an audio book. So
Copyright.
So yeah. Sorry, he likes to, when he's doing pots and whatnot, he likes to listen to an audio book, and he's it carries on in chapters and blah blah blah. Something to do, I don't know. Something to do with vampires, I think. I don't know.
Probably one of those crappy audio books.
Hi, Bria. But yeah, he's been listening to it for quite a while, so it has got, several hundred chapters, and it's something to do with vampires.
I think it's one of those fake audiobooks, though, like AI shit.
So I don't actually know what it's called or anything. I'm not into that kind of thing. But he likes to listen to it while he's, washing pots or doing the, when the washing's done and he's putting it in tumble dryer, blah, 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 etc., etc., you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Cats must know something because they haven't been out a deal today. They've been out a couple of times and that's it. Been in most of the day. So, and I've got Tracy's avatar and banner, and I've got Tim's. So I'll give you a quick glimpse at what Chaotic's done. Schools and what? That's Tracy's avatar. I think he's done a brilliant job. So that's her avatar. And that is Tracy's banner. Hi, Dr. Smith. How are you? Hi, Gary. It was absolutely dancing it down last night when we went to bed. So, yeah, that's Tracy's banner. Is in there. I've got Tim's as well. Now, this one, I was really impressed. Well, the banner anyway. Yeah, the avatar's good, but the banner, the wording on it, I thought was absolutely brilliant. So that is Tim's avatar. But the thing is, when you see his banner, oh, we didn't have no thunder, Bria. Now, this one, just have a look closely at it. I think it's brilliant. I've sent it over to Tim, yeah. No, we It says burp, cut, trim, repeat. And the burp bit I thought were absolutely brilliant. So, yeah. So I've just got to wait for Callum's now. Oh, dear. So, yeah. So at the moment, I'm just waiting for him to send Callum's over. But probably couldn't find a picture with hair that long. Tegs. Never not heard of Maltegs. Do you mean Maltesers? Hi, Jamie. How are you? So, yeah. So, just waiting on the Callums. And then, Oh, that were a thing. He wanted me to send a picture of Johnny. I forgot. So, yeah, I'll have to do that tomorrow. See, I don't get what you mean by malt eggs. Are they the Maltesers but in egg form? Because what we call Maltesers, I forget what you call them now. Whoppers, that's it. What we call Maltesers, you call Whoppers. Pickled eggs. Yeah, I think he's referring to them Whoppers, Maltesers, Gary. But Callum's just taste tested the Rocky Road from last night. 10 out of 10. Yes, Whoppers. Yeah. See, when me doing the baking, Dr. Smith, you get to know, what certain things are, you know what I mean? I mean, like when I first started, no, you don't need them. When I first started the baking, and I'm thinking, what's all-purpose flour? Things like that. And all-purpose flour is obviously plain flour in the UK.
Blinky.
I've already done it. You're about 10 hours behind. I hope there's one left for me.
There is. I've got a little one.
That did it one.
Yeah. Somebody's decided to come in. What's up, Tux?
Good evening, Richard.
Good evening.
How are we doing?
All right.
Not too bad.
Hello, Bria. Hello, Dr. Smith. Hello, Gary.
Bria.
Hello, Jamie. Hello, Amjad, my favourite nephew.
Scott! I don't have that.
He's only made a brief appearance. He might have gone by now.
Oh.
Mum, we're not getting any sound.
Oh.
What's going on here?
Mute.
Jesus. Hang on. Audio. It's me. Hello, I've got you back.
Oh.
You never sound then for some reason. You changed my speakers for some reason.
Plain flour, must be careful of them propellers then. But yeah, you know what I mean? When you do the baking, you get used to all these, Americanisms, let's just say. I've just been showing them Dr. Alchemy. Chaotic did...
I've just seen it, Tim's thing, with burp, cut, repeat.
Yeah, I know. I thought that was brilliant.
Anyway, Dr. Smith's English is Yorkshire.
That's Tracy's, look.
Oh, very nice.
And then he sent me We on what's it already? That's Tracy's banner.
Excellent.
Oh, there you go.
Very nice.
Frozen cookie.
But
Well, he's not been out with his drone today, has he?
he hasn't been out full stop.
Bloody miserable day.
It was absolutely pissing it down last night. And I mean pissing it down.
It's just been drizzly all day. You're not heavy rain, just horrible all day long.
It's been very, very, very windy. Blowing up a gale.
Yeah, I could have done without going out today, but unfortunately I had to, so that was that.
Hey!
Is he shouting that?
These pair, they're going stir
Am I gonna
crazy
ground
and
you?
fighting.
Go on, Chase. Go on. Get him.
Now Biscuit's in middle going.
I'm setting beer on you.
Hi, Cars, how are you?
Me is gonna get you.
We'll just have a look. Grass cutter Palmer. Bait, cut, trim, repeat. He's put, see the banner one, could you get him to change it to houses, please? I don't know. I don't know how we're going to fit houses in.
Who?
Tim's.
Fit what in?
It says, his banner says grass cutter Palmer, burp, cut, trim, repeat it, but he wants, could you get him to change it to houses?
Houses?
Houses what?
Oh.
I don't know.
Time to explain himself a bit better.
Karen, is that, no, it's Tracy's mate, Kaz.
Oh.
Right, Kyle's mum. Gary were having a meltdown this afternoon.
Really?
Yeah, he thought he weren't going live again till after Easter. But if you remember, and the baking last night, I says that's it now for the Easter baking till next year. You know what I mean? And because Tuesday is gone after Easter, so we'll be back to normal, like doing normal baking. So he got his wires a bit crossed there. But yeah, you see, it's been horrible weather.
Yeah, I've been to Sainsbury's. That's about as good as it gets. I've been to Sainsbury's, nipped round to my mum's gym, and that's it.
Chris went out to pick Biscuit's medication up and a loaf of bread, and I think that was it.
Oh, I went to Amazon Locker. That's my usual.
He says, I thought you said see you all after Easter. He were having a meltdown because he thought he weren't going to see you till after Easter, Richard.
Oh, how proud you got I won't do that too.
But yeah, I hope.
She's eyeing up a jump.
I was going to say she's getting ready to jump. Oh no, maybe not. But she's got on all unit. Oh dear me.
Yes. What do you think you're doing?
Carrot cake. Quite simple, Kaz. I mean, if you want me to send you a recipe, just message me and I'll send you a recipe over.
Pardon me.
But definitely then, Richard.
Oh, that's Pepsi Max for you.
You might be better off doing a carrot cake tray bake. It's just like lob it all in and then you ice it and that's it. So yeah, I did message Tracy saying things were ready.
Hello, Crypto.
Hi, Crypto.
Hello, Tim.
Yeah. Do you want a carrot cake tray bake? And it's just like, you know, if you've got any. No! Shut your face, you. Right. Hey, he's got his avatar on already. Hi, Tim.
Hello, Tim. Again.
Oh, you want... I didn't understand what you meant, Tim, but you mean you want a picture of a house. Yeah. I thought what you meant, you wanted the word in house. But yeah, I know what you mean. Right. Let me just sort this out for Kaz.
You down. Fucking move off my keyboard. Come on.
It says here, Marmite lovers can't eat it anymore after discovering what it's made with. Ooh.
Right, that's what it's meant with.
I've got one here, Kaz, and it's by Jane's Patisserie. I don't know whether you've heard of it, but I use a lot of her recipes, and it's a never fail one, if you know what I mean. But it does say X. Oh. I thought you. I couldn't understand whether you meant that the word house or you needed a house putting in it. Now it does say extras chopped nuts. So if you've got a nut allergy, you just miss that bit out. I was watching football. Oh, shite.
Ooh, who's playing? Some set of bastards.
Yeah. And dirty bastards. I've sent it you anyway, Kaz. Who's playing? Who's playing?
Arsenal, Real Madrid.
Arsenal and Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. Arsenal's 3-0 up from first leg. There's 0-0 in this game. And also, Arsenal's missed a penalty.
Yeah, Arsenal missed a penalty. And Real Madrid are right dirty. They simulated a fall to get a penalty.
Oh, yeah.
And it went to VAR.
They had 5 minutes to make a decision whether it's a penalty or not.
It took them 5 minutes to make a decision.
Must have been a close thing then.
But wait, no, that's the thing.
But yeah.
But you can clearly see it's just fell to ground.
And Chris says, okie dokie, Kaz. And then Chris was shouting, well, book the dirty bastard for simulation. You know where he's like.
No. They originally booked Declan Rice to get penalty away. Once it went to VAR, it went to penalty. So he unbooked him, basically.
Oh, he unbooked him, did he?
So if that's the case, book other twat. You know what I mean? Book, it winds me up.
Ooh, fucking knickers.
He gets engrossed in it.
You're going to blow bloody gasket at this rate. It's only
I know.
Only 22 blokes kicking a bag of window bats.
As usual, watching Blackburn Rovers.
Calm down.
Take a chill pill.
It's only a commercial. Calm down.
I'm going to blow the bloody headphones off.
It winds me up with such good players who don't need to really dive and cheat and roll around like a bad.
Yeah, all you do, Kaz, is the fresh carrots are just peeled mine and then you grate them. with like a cheese grater. So yeah, I tell you now, taste that absolutely, yeah. But you do use fresh carrots, but when I do mine, obviously you chop top off, and then you grate. I peel them like I'm doing a spud. With one of them peeler things, and then you put them through a cheese grater.
Oh,
So yeah, you always use fresh carrots in a carrot cake. Oh, pardon me. But yeah, he does get a bit carried away when he's watching football. But the weather isn't looking too clever for the Easter bank holiday anyway. So if anybody's having an extended, it's like a long weekend, isn't it? Because they get Friday and Monday off. No worries. I mean, I don't mind sort of sending all I did, Tim, we're in not last night's Mondays. It might even have been Saturday. I just clicked on the link and it takes you straight through to his Discord. And then I bookmarked it, if you know what I mean, so I can go straight to it without looking back, looking for the what's that? But anyway, so I've just see, I don't know if I copy and paste that, because it says chaotic graphics, so I don't know whether or not if I so it don't matter anyway, Tim. I don't mind.
Hey, Johnny, how we doing?
Hiya, Johnny.
your father's alive.
Okie dokie then, Crypto. He's probably down in jigging it down in hotel. Yeah, I mean, when have we ever had nice weather for a bank holiday? We've already had as nice weather, so this is. I've just thought of something, Tim. How about I went disco all? I thought you might be. Grass cutter Palmer, your friendly neighbourhood. I kind of word it. Grass cutter, Burt Munster. I think of something.
Grass cutter Palmer, your friendly neighbourhood gardener.
There you go.
After
You can't
cut your grass, he'll bipe all over you.
Bipe. You can't beat that, Kaz. 8p for some veg in Aldi and Lidl.
Oh, Dr. Smith, how we doing?
That's something that he likes to hear, Dr. Smith.
Wasting away. I don't think I'm wasting away so much.
You can tell, though. Honest to God, Richard.
Just check my calorie count for today. It is 1,004 today.
There you go. I think Dr. Smith wants to know your secret, Richard.
Not eating food.
Yeah. Grit and determination.
Not eating food and some appetite suppressing drugs.
and going to the gym.
Mm.
Burp and the grass is gone. So yeah, if you've got any suggestions on the wording, Tim, just let me know.
My daughter was supposed to come around this afternoon. She said to me, she said, "We're going to come around this afternoon, 4 o'clock." She said, "Make sure you get another controller because I only have one controller with that PlayStation 5."
It's got our Callum extra one.
So I had to go out and buy another one for them, and they're bloody expensive, 70 quid. What?
Baby, how much for that controller that you bought? That extra controller that you bought, Callum?
How much?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's about 60 quid.
60, 70.
60 odd quid.
He's been out and bought one because they both want to play on PlayStation, and he says that
Yeah.
been out and bought one, and it were 80 quid, it's 70 quid.
60 odd it were, just short of 70 quid.
Well, at the moment, this PlayStation has run out.
For that.
Got to redo it tomorrow.
Dr. Smith says, he says, I'm at that, not eating, I'm starving.
That's the thing, you see, I'm taking some drugs every week that stave off the hunger.
Hi, partners.
Hello,
But
partner.
I mean, the proper wording for them is the appetite suppressors. So the thinking behind them is they make you think that you're full.
Well, they alter your
Metabolism.
No, your insulin levels and all that shit, and your glucose levels,
Hi, Tracy.
which in turn tricks other things into thinking you've got a fucking belly full of grub.
Hey, good evening, Tommy. How are you?
Hello, Tommy. How are we doing? Hello, Tracy.
I have. Chaotic has sent me a In fact, while Tracy's here, I'll show her. Very nice. It's very good, Tracy. There you go, Tracy. That's your avatar thing.
Me. Jesus Christ.
And that's the banner to put on your on your main page. That's it. Get all them. I took that home, Zempic, but it made me sick and blind.
You took what? Ozempic. What the hell's Ozempic?
Well, I looked up appetite suppressing drugs, and that were one of them.
Mm.
But it's mainly an American thing.
Yeah, there's 3 different sites that are recommended. I'll tell you what they are. I'll just log into my flipping death account, whatever you call it.
You can actually get that in like a pen thing.
What's that called? Lord, what do you call it? Lord, what?
Ozempic.
Ozempic. It's not a UK registered one, that's for sure.
That's what I'm saying. That it is like
the top one in this country, the most successful one in this country is called. They're all very similar, to be honest with you. There's just price differences.
Oh, what they'll ask you.
It's called Wegovy. Well, semaglutide.
Yeah, here Dr. Smith says it's what the Hollywood people take.
Yeah.
That Ozempic, it says it works by slowing down digestion and reducing appetite, which can lead to reduced calorie intake and weight loss.
Tirzepatide is the most popular one. And semaglutide is the second most popular one.
I've just looked at that semaglutide.
Yeah, that's the second. That's the one that was the first one to come out with that. It has the nickname of Wegovy, but it's actually semaglutide.
It says semaglutide is a peptide-based medication used to treat type 2 diabetes.
Yeah.
Oh, bingo.
Yeah, they're all related to diabetes.
Long term. It's an incretin mimetic that helps the pancreas release the right amount of insulin when blood sugar is high. It can also reduce appetite and increase feelings of fullness by slowing gastric motility. Semaglutide may also help with cardiovascular risk. Some say the drug has actions that lower cardiovascular risk beyond reducing body fat.
They all try to do the same job, but a different way around it.
Yeah.
That was the first one to come out with, though, that semaglutide. That was the first one.
But yeah, I mean, this is the thing. It don't suit everybody, does it? You know, like Doctor says, it made him sick.
Well, that's I've never heard of that one that he's on.
I've seen it. I've seen it on Google.
All the UK registered ones are all pretty successful if you use them correctly. If you don't use them correctly, then they won't work. You know, there's no magic wand to it, unfortunately.
Well, that's it. And then sort of to give you the vitamins and minerals and everything that you need. That's why you take the protein shake.
Yeah, one of the most successful one is called Orlistat, and that basically diverts fat in the food straight out your ass rather than into your body.
So your fat coming shitting out your ass.
That's a tablet that you take 3 times a day, and it congeals all the fat.
Dr. Smith says I think Adele took it because she did lose a lot of weight.
She lost a lot of weight. In fact, she looked a bit ill, I thought. She went a bit too far, I thought.
Yeah, but I mean, there's certain people that, you know, yeah, they try. Yes, you're a bit on chubby side, but I don't think you're obese.
Yeah, she refer.
I haven't watched Big Brother Kaz for ages. It's a load of shite. But yeah, Tommy's praising you. He says, keep up the good work, Richard.
I think he's taking the piss now. He says he's on his 3rd Cadbury's brunch and oats wrestling boy in about 90 seconds. I've got a load of protein bars in the fridge. I bought a massive box of them, and they're 99 calories each. They are. And they're not bad, but they're not exactly thrilling either.
They don't tick any boxes.
If I get peckish, I have a Arrivita with cucumber on it. But I'll tell you what does change is that your taste buds appreciate food a bit more. You know, the more things that you wouldn't normally entertain. You know, I mean, a cucumber on a sandwich on a Arrivita, I think, what the fuck's that? But yeah, when I eat it now, it tastes all right.
This is the thing, Richard. When I had my weight loss surgery, it was just before Christmas. And I says to Chris, how the fuck am I going to have my Christmas dinner? Because when I came home from hospital, all I were doing, I was drinking, I could have coffee, but through a straw, I'd got to take like small sips. And the only other thing I could have were cup of soups.
Yeah.
But then you do that for about a month, that till your body's healed and your scars healed and blah 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 blah. But then you go on to the next stage, which is sort of eating semi solid food, but you have to blend it in a blender. Hi, Kyle. Ooh. I don't come to me for any jokes, Kyle, because I can't even remember any. But yeah, so the next stage is like, you know, you can have mashed potatoes, you can have vegetables and everything, but you've got to liquidize it all. And I said to Krista, I can't think of it worse. You know what I mean? And sort of just after I'd had my surgery, obviously I had me, I think it was about October. I says I'm determined to have my Christmas dinner. So I had about that much turkey, you know, the minuscule piece of turkey, like a minuscule same size mashed potato, and then I just basically got a fork and like mashed my vegetables. I mean, there were no, you know, there were no Yorkshire puddings or anything like that, or roast potatoes, but you have to make the most of what you got. You know what I mean?
Okay, come on. No, the Alzheimer's kicks in, but this is where you live.
So,
Sits on log shed.
Says Tarto Canara, he's just said, I know you've got Alzheimer's and everything, and you went and sat on wrong shed. But yeah, you know, I thought just the liquid, you know, coffee and cup of soups and everything were bad. Oh, God. Can you imagine having everything liquidized?
You did foul, you idiot.
How many games you got now for PlayStation?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I haven't got that many actually. I've got Gran Turismo, football, and Call of Duty, and
Yeah, that Black Ops 6, innit?
Fortnite, PUBG, which I already had on my old one, which I've carried over, and GTA. I've got that online. I carried that over.
Just play them when you went and got that second hand set.
You what? No, they never turned up, the bums. That's what I were on about.
Oh, yeah, that's what you were going to say. They said they were coming at 4 o'clock.
I bought a controller. I bought a different colour one as well that I could tell which were which, since I got a red one.
I think both our Callum's is white, like his PlayStation.
Well, we were going to get a white one, but I thought if I charge one up and then I forget which one I've charged, so I thought I'll get a different coloured one. And then they never turned up. I thought, flipping out, thanks for that.
Dr. Smith says salt is the real killer. We haven't had salt for years, Dr. Smith. For that reason.
Biggest killer for me, no doubt about it, what were my mistake, whereas right, I'll look at that after Chris. Tim, I'm headed on for a day or two. The biggest one for me were obviously drinking alcohol. That's no good.
Yeah.
And diving into places like Burger King and chip shop and shit. Well, I haven't had a takeaway now for 5 weeks, and I haven't had any alcohol for nearly 5 weeks on Saturday.
Going back to PlayStation thing, our Callum and Richard's connected, but Callum's handle on PlayStation, Tim, is Bladesman33, but it's capital B. And what's yours again? Richard.
Richard, something like 68 to 1968. I can't remember myself. That Richard, that was one that Tams gave me when I played. It's Richard with 6 A's, 1968. Tams gave me that when we played Fortnite, when I was playing Fortnite with you.
Well, he must have found you. If he sent you.
Callum.
No,
Callum. Oh, Callum. Callum found me.
Tim's, he says, my son has sent you a friend request.
I'll look at that after. I'll switch it on after and confirm it. Problem is, you see, it's I'm shit at these games. I need to learn. I'm all right at Call of Duty, at Gran Turismo. I can do that, no problem.
See, that's why he's added Callum, because Callum's going to give him a few pointers, you see.
Get on!
I'm going to say, what's she meowing at?
She says, I don't mind if staying on bottom shelf. It's when she fucking starts the ascent.
Yeah, climbing.
I'm watching you, you little bitch. Yeah, so I'm not even pressed play on Call of Duty yet. I haven't even pressed play on it. It's downloaded and everything.
Oh no, I thought she were gonna. Oh yeah, she's changed her mind. Oh, Tim says his son's already had a Callum, but sorry, I love that cat.
When I run Gran Turismo on PlayStation 4, I was well on, you know what I mean? I was well on. I've played it hundreds and hundreds of times, and now I've got it on PlayStation 5. I'm back to square one again. I love that cat, Tommy. I've told you I can drop it round, no problem. Because you're in Southern Ireland, don't think you're flipping cat avoiding. I can soon have it. I'll be at Holyhead within a couple of hours with cat.
He'll find a way.
I bloody will, you're right.
Baby. But yeah, that don't get you out of it that easy, Tommy.
It's shite, no.
Yeah, rub it in, Bria. Callum did mention on that Insta Live where Richard got the mod post. Yeah. Hey, but it does it though, Tommy. Oh, pardon me. I'm doing it now.
The mod post. Oh, on Instagram, yeah.
Where they did that Instagram Live and he made it moderator, and I says, what makes him so special?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got FC25, Gran Turismo, Call of Duty. I've got two Call of Duties, and I've got the PS4 version and the PS5 version.
Where you put it then? Is it outside of your telly?
The back at telly, you can't see it. It's just stood at back at telly. Obviously, I never have to access it because
I mean, it's good
no
though.
slot for this, so I don't need to.
Mia being very inquisitive, let's just say. And no, he's not cooling his gonads down.
No, I'm not.
Okie dokie then, Tracy.
Yeah, so
I know. I was gutted, Bria, me. And I says, well, what makes Richard so special? He said, because I'm special.
Yeah, I'm highly thought of on Instagram, you see. He knows a quality mod when it is one. I've got, how many followers have I got on Instagram now? 213. It's not bad considering I've only had the account 3 weeks. 213 followers.
Chris has sent me a picture, and he's put, right, what's captioned it? Secret friends or keep your enemies closer. Our Tucker, because him and our Tucker do not get on at all. Oh dear. I'll tell you something though. He ain't very pleased because our Tucker keeps going and lying on his bed.
Well.
Now, there's only Callum had some, Tommy. Oh, nearly all cookies is gone because I did only how many did I make? 10 and a little one. So there's one left and that little one. But yeah, there's only Callum had some of that Rocky Road. Because we were stuffed after we'd had his tea. And you know Callum, he's got all the legs, never full. You see, the only problem you've got, Tracy, is if you're trying to get onto somebody's panel while let's say in wait, you're not waiting area, but thingamajig, you've got people.
Oh, well, I used in bloody Scarborough, didn't she? I forgot about that.
Yeah. She says we might come up soon, front room, I meant, or down here once we find a spot. But that you know, it's like in seating area. You know, you've got people talking, and you know, we ain't really got any privacy, if you know what I mean. But yeah, Callum loves it. Tommy absolutely loves it. I mean, I won't know. I ain't tried any yet, but so it's. I've got to get my thinking cap on and what to do next. You see that I've got.
Brilliant.
Council now want to charge me for emptying. You see, round here, Tim, you have to pay for a garden waste bin, and then you pay a monthly charge for them to come and empty it every so often. So yeah, I mean that's no new round here. You have to buy a special garden waste bin, and then a monthly direct debit kind of thing, so they can come and empty it. See, there's a nice cake here, but it's a cook time an hour, so that's no good on a live stream.
Well, it's a corner.
Yeah, I think it's a common all over. Is that charging you to get rid of garden waste?
Now this one ain't bad. Yeah, that round here, are about golden syrup ginger crunch slice. That don't look too bad. Only takes 30 minutes to cook. Yeah. Plus, it's like just up road, we've got like well, they're not tips now. They're called recycling centres, aren't they? So there is a skip at the tip or the recycling centre, especially for garden waste. So if you don't mind like bagging it up and putting it in your car and taking it to recycle centre, there is actually a skip there.
Correct.
You know, let's say you lobbing.
I've been watching that on news about Birmingham and all bins, not being emptied, and there were people stood there at the end of the drives with their cars with a load of bin bags morning. I'm thinking, get to tip, you lazy git. You've got a car there. Put the bags in the bloody car and take it tip.
Because you see,
I'm there moaning about it.
As Chris says, I ain't paying. I don't know how much it is for a specific bin for garden waste, and then paying a bin specifically for garden waste.
I think it was 25 quid, but it's probably about 30 now.
But same as he says I may as well just bag everything up in bin liners or whatever, he says, and take it to recycle centre.
Yeah, but I mean, they were complaining, all these people in Birmingham, and it showed them the driveways with cars in, with all bin bags at the end of the drive, and I'm thinking, just take them tip. Why would you want to leave all that at the end of your drive? Just put them in your boot and go tip. Don't be so frigging idle. And they're there, bloody bins haven't been emptied. I'm thinking, just take them yourself. Fair enough if you haven't got a car, fair dues, but if you sat there with a car in your drive, and a lot of bin bags, it's no excuse. You just take them to tip. There's plenty about. No bullshit. There's tips all over bloody country. It's not like you have to drive a million miles.
Chris says them in Birmingham can't, they've blocked tip off.
You know.
It's on strike, won't let anybody in or out.
Well, I'd just, if that were the case here, I'd just roll up and throw it up bloody fence.
Just empty it in front of them and say, here, now move it.
How about?
I go regular meat at tip.
Yeah. So it'd probably have to.
Sport the bin men and dump the rubbish at town, or they won't want to cut the wages.
Exactly.
I found a hot chocolate donuts. Might do them next week. Half a cup of chocolate milk. Does that mean milkshake? I'll see what. But yeah, that's all Chris does. Because same as he says, it doesn't warrant us paying that money for a garden waste bin. You know, because yeah, I mean, he hasn't cut the hedge out front this year yet. And yeah, it just cuts thing at back. And he said, as I say, well, what he does, we used to have a box before we had the blue bin. We had a box. I think that was just for cardboard. But yeah, basically we've got a brown bin. What's brown bin for, baby? Baby, what's the brown bin for?
Plastics, metal,
and glass. So
and
yeah,
we can fit in that can't fit in
the blue bin is like cardboard and paper and this, that, and other. Well, you see, that was before we got the brown bin, so we got like a box. So obviously the brown the blue box were decommissioned once we had this new bin. So all Chris does is fills that up and chucks it in car and takes it up to recycle centre. But we're on about cars in kitchen for, and yeah. Oh, you mean to cut lawn? I've just clicked on. Richard don't have that problem.
Correct. Number one, I haven't got a lawn. Number two, I haven't got a cow.
or a goat to cut it quicker.
I've got some weeds, but I spray them every now and then. I just give them a blast with the old Roundup.
But if we were to have a goat on our back garden, it'd think it were on Andy's. Because our garden is like that, right back on the steep. See, as you go out through patio doors, you've got like a bit of a patio and a wall, and then we've got a flat bit where its shed is, but then it's like that with some steps going up middle.
I can brew, won't be a sec. What are you fucking about, that cat?
But yeah, it's at the end of the day, it weren't worth us buying a bin and paying that monthly surcharge for, same as Chris says. He says I may as well just bag it up or whatever and chuck it in car and take it to recycling. So, but that's how the council get you that, extra this and extra that. And if your bin goes missing, it's up to you to oh dear. But
oh dear me, what a miss. That microwave thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Wobbling like a duck again.
you'll be right. Survive.
I will survive.
Oh dear. Hey, I forgot to say last night. Yesterday marked the 36 years anniversary of the Hillsborough disaster. That was 36 years ago. And it's still a shithole.
What?
Hillsborough.
Oh.
And it were Liverpool and Nottingham Forest that were playing in the FA. Were it FA Cup semi?
Eh?
Was it the FA Cup semi-final?
Yeah, between Nottingham Forest and Liverpool.
I said I can remember it being Forest and Liverpool. So yeah, it was 36 years yesterday. And I can remember it like it was, yeah. It's still a shithole, Bria. Eh?
Really bad.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
No, it weren't. It were Liverpool and Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Because Gary says Liverpool and Palace, and I said, no, it weren't. It were.
No, Paris.
Yeah. Liverpool and Notts Forest.
Yeah.
And why they had it there, I don't know.
Well, back in day, begrudgingly saying it was one of the best ground
Yeah,
in England. Nah, it's one of the best rust buckets in England.
Yeah. Back in the day, 36 years ago, it might have been a good ground, but it's a shithole now.
They've got parts of stadium condemned.
Yeah. I need to say any more. It's a shithole. Bria says it needs to be turned into landfill. Yeah.
Get to Birmingham.
But this is.
No!
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Oh shit! I'm kicking my table now. I forgot what you made me forget what I was saying. Okie dokie then, Trey. Johnny's gone up to the room. But yeah, I mean, it says it all, Bria, when they've condemned part of the stadium. You know what I mean? And they're trying to sell the club as well. Good luck with that one. Because him that owns it now don't want to know. Don't want to know. So, but you see, the thing is, Gary, it's believed that it was down to the police, the Hillsborough disaster, because there were people outside of the stadium, and there were thousands of them. And the mistake that the police made, opening this gate, and they just, and that's how it happened. So yeah, they just the police actually opened these gates, and they were just a stampede. Yeah, exactly, Tommy. That's what she's going at. You use Hillsborough to dump all the rubbish in it.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly, Bria. It was. Hiya, Johnny again. It were poor crowd control. Oh yeah, no, we're talking about Hillsborough. You know, the Hillsborough disaster. It was 36 years ago yesterday. And they were like, yeah, it was just a stampede of people, and they just stampeded the way in. and some of them were just, being trampled on. You know what I mean? Oh, Tracy says you've done good, Johnny. Love you. But this is the thing. Yeah. I were alive, but yeah, and I can remember it like it was yesterday, Bria. Remember it like it was yesterday.
I say they've done it.
But yeah, you see, it took the police a long time to admit their part in it. Let's just say they denied, it weren't their fault. Blah blah blah. There were 96 people lost their lives. So somebody, and they wanted justice for them 96 people for many years because nobody would admit liability. Oh, Tracy's asking if Johnny wants laptop out at car. What we're talking about now? It went well down with Kevin the Carrot. And Tim's saying, was there gravy as well? Is she in bother again, Richard?
Yeah. She's running rampage in the bathroom.
Oh.
And shut bloody door.
Tim and Crypto are talking in riddles, something about Gravy Boat and Kevin Carrot and
Kevin Carrot's had to whittle.
I don't know. Yeah. Talking in riddles.
Television.
But yeah. We're just saying, 36 years yesterday since Hillsborough disaster.
Yeah.
I can remember
Oh,
it.
you're on about liability. I thought, what's going on here now?
No, I mean for many years, the 96 victims didn't get no justice because nobody had admit liability. The coppers weren't saying, "Oh well, look, sorry, it was our fault." You know what I mean?
I mean, to be fair, I mean, it was just a bad accident. I don't see why somebody has to be dragged over hot coal street. I mean, nobody set out that day and thought, fuck this, I'm going to kill 97 football fans today. Nobody got up in the morning with that intention.
Well,
It
no,
was just
no.
a horrific accident that went wrong.
Yeah.
And to spend all that time looking for someone to blame has achieved nothing. You know what I mean?
That's it.
That Bettison or whatever he called that they fucking meant his life and misery. He didn't set off out that day thinking, right, I'm going to get up and I'm going to kill fucking 90
Well,
odd football fans.
It was just a case of poor decision making.
Correct. It was, they made the decisions that seemed right on the day. You know what I mean?
What they thought was right.
You know.
But I mean, it's like this sub postmaster thing. They're still waiting a compensation, and some of them have spent time in prison.
Correct. I mean, that's a totally different thing.
You know, some of that weren't their fault. So why are they dragging the eels in, giving them compensation? That's what I can't understand.
Well, they'll drag it out as long as they can.
You know what I mean? You know, and some people have lost their lives through suicide because they, Ah. Gary says 14 Liverpool fans were found guilty of manslaughter. The Hazel State disaster when 39 fans believe. Yeah. Ah. There you go. They were banned in Europe for 5 years. But you know what I mean? I mean, going back to this post office scandal, they've admitted that they were wrong. They've admitted that them that went to prison shouldn't have been sent to prison. You know what I mean? What's this to, debate? Why haven't they paid them compensation and they can start getting on with their life?
They're just dragging their feet, that's all,
Yeah.
holding on to the money.
I hope Gary's turning into partners.
Hey up, who's died? Who's alive?
No, they sent me Wikipedia link to Hazel Stadium disaster.
All right, yeah.
Gary. But it's one at Reasons Yate, that football club. But what's she after now?
I don't know. I know what she's going to get. I don't know whatever she's after, but I know what she's going to get.
She's going right back now. I bet she's after pom-poms.
She's on pom-pom patrol, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. They must all be under chairs now because I can't see a single pom-pom anywhere.
She's
So
in search of.
There must be about 30 under settee.
She's in search of the elusive pom-poms.
Yep. Oh yeah. Without a doubt.
I mean, a lot of time. Going back to a lot of time, a lot of people haven't got faith in the British justice system.
No,
because
too soft. Too soft. I watch these. Oh God, it just annoys me watching these people on YouTube. These auditors going around annoying people. I just think it's just getting ridiculous. They're just going around just creating arguments, and police come along and they can't denote with them because they know law upside down. Oh God, I couldn't do that job. I couldn't be a copper because I couldn't tolerate. I'd have to come up behind them off camera and give them a nut.
Callum had got telly on this morning, and they were High Court bailiffs. All right. They went to this bloke's house, and I think it were unpaid wages to one of this guy's employees or something, and this employee took him to a tribunal, and they sort of rewarded him X amount of money. And he was saying, it's not me and all this, that, and all that. I'm not kidding you. Outside, Richard, there were about 6 cars, one of them being a Bentley.
Yeah.
Right. So the sort of, and when being High Court bailiffs, they'd got the wherewithal where they could take that Bentley. So they turned around to him and says, if you don't pay it now, we take it Bentley. And he says, do you realise how much that Bentley's worth? He says, well, I can tell you now. He says, if we were to take it away and sell it, we'd pay the debt to the person that you owe the money to, and then take our costs and everything off that, and then you get the remainder back. He says, you're not taking my Bentley. He soon paid up then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, and I'm thinking, he got this mansion. He got about 6 cars out in driveway, and one of them being a Bentley, Range Rovers and all these top end. And I think it were about $2,000 or something like that. And I'm thinking, well, for the sake of $2,000, you may as well have just paid it.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah. I've got a fucking Bentley on driveway.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm just going to pom-poms out. She's tracking
You got a big stick, Andy.
And again, pardon me.
There's a pal coming, Biscuit. And both of them's here, look.
Secret leather.
Oh, God.
What's up? You whinging again? Are you whinging?
This makes you laugh. Our Tucker come in and our Biscuit sat lay there going, you jealous boy.
Come on, be good. Stop it.
Just because our Tucker's coming. Oh dear. His best pal into Biscuit. What is he's sniffing his arse because he wants to know where he's been. Oh dear. He can do it, Chase. He's thinking, how can I get up there without stepping on Biscuit? I know. Oh, he can do it. I mean, Tucker, probably not. But he's a wuss.
What have you got, you little piece of cat crap?
And don't start fighting, pair on you.
You pom-poms now, are you fucking happy?
Oh dear. Keep her entertained for a short while, Richard.
Yeah, until she loses the fuckers.
That's what I mean. It'll. Baby. One of them, for more both of them's gone in downstairs toilet. I ate door creak. So he had to root some pom-poms out.
No, I just got a fresh bag off top.
To add to the many that's already under.
Well, I can't see any anywhere, so they must be under settee. I'm not dragging out settee out and everything.
Our Tucker and our Chase has just come in, right? Let our Chase come in. Fine, our Chase going like this to our Biscuit. Our Biscuit sniffed his arse as if to say, you know, where you been? And our Tucker walked past him and he's going, He's ever so jealous. Can continue cheering with the pom-poms now.
Still fucking about looking up with pom-poms.
Yeah. See, this is the thing, Bria. She bats them about, you know, like left, right, and centre, and they go under the sofa, under. Hey, up, she's on wall unit.
Oh, she's looking at a bag of pom-poms. I've just fucking got her some down, but she's wants to get her own.
Knows where they are, then.
Oh, she knows where they are. Yeah. You get wet. You try and get up there, you're gonna get begged. I'm watching you, bastard.
Yeah.
Mia!
She says, I'm going to try while you're not looking.
Come here, what's this? Don't draw that, gets you down.
That is the drawer with the laser pen in it. She's a little sod, isn't she?
It started to write a few goals, yeah. I was in Ibiza, me, Gary, once, and there were these two English lads kicking off, and coppers come and they kicked shit out of them. They didn't kick off again. Whacking them with sticks, they were at end of the street.
Hey, up, second
shit out of them.
Second drink, vodka, lol, going down good. Tracy.
Oh. Get your ass on this panel, Tracy.
Yeah. You know what they say, Tracy, while in Rome?
While in Rome?
Yeah, you've got no kids to worry about. You know, you're away for a couple of days, get it down your neck. bet they don't do Richard size measures.
Yeah, you won't get a puppy measure that. Fucking gonna kill that cat. Yeah. What's this?
She keeps trying you.
Twat. The problem is when I go to sleep at night, she tries and succeeds while I'm asleep. Last night she was fucking about I locked her in bedroom with me. I said, come here, and I clicked the bedroom door to. And she couldn't fuck about.
That's it. I mean, you'd think, like, you know, during the day she'd wear herself out.
She sleeps a lot during the day, especially in the morning.
That's it. Then she's sleeping.
She's nocturnal.
Need a wheelbarrow on something if I was on that second on that measurement. Yeah. I think she means she'd be, pissed.
Yeah.
Tracy there that day.
Yeah. I know how to pour a vodka. My God, you know when you've had one of my vodkas.
You're absolutely trolleyed.
She'll here an hour and a half and she's legless.
Oh dear. And then she come up. Yeah. But, I mean, God. And then she wanted to piss on the way home, and Johnny says, don't piss on my leather seats. We're nearly home now. And he put his foot to pedal to the metal. So, but yeah. We'll put it this way. You know them glass tumblers that
Baba, we were talking to you just then.
no. Them glass beakers that Richard's got. It was about that far front top, weren't it? With vodka.
Yeah, half and half. Half vodka and half orange. 50-50.
But yeah, that'd be like a triple, double,
Oh,
triple.
God, more than a triple that.
I'd say a double, triple.
15 quid, that it, pup.
You can go again, I bet. A triple, double, triple. Honest to God, Bria. And when she went, she took a drink with her, and she absolutely she pissed as a fart. And then on that night when they got back, I did my live, and Tracy were on it then, and she were she was in Zaza land. Yeah, she didn't know what day it were.
Oh yes.
So there you go. Just remember, when you go to Richard's, do not let him pour you a drink.
No, that's for sure.
A double, quadruple, yeah, it might have been, but it were about that much vodka, at least. But Bray says, yeah, I reckon remember Tracy on panel. She didn't fall off them stools. I don't know, because she were on them high stools, weren't she? You know them, yeah, bar stools. She never fell off. I don't know. Right, I'm just going to have a check, see if. Hey up. The secret weapons come out.
Yeah. Here she is. That's it. Come to me when you piss wet through. Thanks. You're in attack mode now, aren't you? In attack mode.
Grace. Do you want me to set Uncle Richard on you? Don't change your mind.
It's threatening our chase with you, Richard.
Yeah, I've got my own problems here.
Guys, listening. Well, I'm not messing with him. Fucking hell, I get wet.
Chase. Chase.
Come on, sir.
Attack mode.
Nope, I'm sitting here.
Look at that face. Oh, look. How can you be mad at that face?
Mad? I could be mad at it, no problem. Look at the state of it. It's got one section in this cat.
One section in. Oh dear. Look.
Fall off. She rolls around on the back of them, falls off.
Oh. She says, "Oh, I'm having a wash now."
Yeah. Because she's wet through.
Get him, Mia, Tommy says.
Yeah, thanks, Tommy.
Oh dear. It's right, Breeze. But best one I did while waiting for some friends to turn up, went between 4 different pubs in less than 30 minutes. And while waiting was sat on pavement with legs in the road.
No pussies. Just, oh yeah, it's Sunday night. Crypto's Easter special panel.
Yeah. How can you not want that on your panel, Crypto?
What?
Mia.
I don't want to run there. I want to run next flipping bus out of here.
Slow boat to China.
Slow boat anywhere. See, look, she's trying to get off fucking unit now. She's just aiming to piss me off all the time. Get on off there! Might as well talk to the fucking wall.
Mm-hmm. Don't you find though that she's started becoming immune to it?
No.
No.
No, she doesn't like it. She stands it a bit better, but keep at her and she disappears. She can only stand so much wetting. She, even when you're in the shower, she comes annoying you, so I blast her at high speed. I turn it to centre nozzle, you know, that knacker whacker setting. That one that centre bit where it's just a fine jetted middle and it's all flipping hot as fuck. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I blast her with that. Hello, Steve.
Hi, Steve. How are you?
Steve, oh.
I'm back here. What's it now? Thinking, I'm get up here instead.
Yeah, she might be settling down for a change. That'd be a miracle.
Rampant rabbit. Oh dear. Is she on top tier?
Yeah, she's trying to work out if she can jump from top tier to top of there. Because she's analysing it. She keeps going down to that thing there and thinking, can I make it from there? So she's back on there.
She's trying to gauge how far it is.
Yeah. You can tell when she's trying to weigh it up because her ass shakes like she's going to go for a jump. It's just the stuff on top, so I think it's that she can't analyse her landing site. See, she's going back for another look. She just will not give up. Mia! She just won't fucking listen. That cat is definitely cruising to be kicked out.
In other words, she's trying to look.
She's trying it all the time though now. It's getting on my wick. What were I thinking of getting that bloody cat?
She's still lying it up.
Yeah, she sits there and meow, meow, meow.
Miss Knacker Cracker Whacker. Did someone say Knacker Whacker?
Yeah. Middle setting up shower. That's the knacker cracker whacker. You put it on the... Oh, bastard. Here!
Okie dokie. You down that one quick, Tracy?
I'll fire. Weren't one of my measures, Tracy. Were it? No.
Yeah, she downed it quick. Too quick. I'm being very vocal.
I know.
Oh, oh, oh. She looked like she were at Brands Hatch then, Richard.
Fucking noise. Fucking thing going there.
I know. I seen it go.
Little twat.
She were in that in a hurry to get away from you. She's not. Hey, up. She's thinking, oh look, there's a hole in it.
Well, that's a launch pad gone.
Hasty what Tommy's put. Me, Gary, we're going to have to stop slagging Richard soon. A couple more weeks on his diet, and he'll be able to catch us when we run, mate.
I like that. We're going to have to stop slagging Richard. Gary doesn't slag me off. It's only you, Tommy.
Oh dear. But I ain't got any run in me. Can hardly walk, never mind run.
What the hell's she doing there? She's rolling around now. She thought, I'm climbing here and I'll roll it around.
You're going to have a very wet living room, Richard. Clean up at Richard's place.
No, it's only a fine spray. It's not so bad.
Oh dear. Well, you see, it's one of them like flossers, and the idea of it is, if you go in your teeth, you get a good blast with that. So, I mean, it's not dangerously.
No, I haven't quite thought about buying a cattle prod yet, but that might be next. Actually, giving her an electric shock off the end of a stick.
Oh dear.
I've got a whip in bedroom. I might give her a crack with that.
Kept that one quiet.
You were there when you were there outside at bed.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's there, just behind the headboard. It's just behind the headboard. A proper horse riding whip.
Now you tell me.
Yeah, it's there outside at bed. See if I get a burglary, see, I can give him a right good whipping. Believe me, it's flipping out. Yeah, that across your chops, you know about it.
When I say crypto will be over in half an hour.
Yeah, it's a proper whip, a riding whip with a little leather thing on end, like a turned over little leather thing, and it's behind headboard in bedroom.
Tommy says we're thinking that crypto, he could slip on the floor and need 2 hips done. See, I told you. And I lay there all night, crypto, and I hadn't got a Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I got it. It was actually a girl giving me at a place I used to work. And when we used to have dog, this old woman, she had 2 Dalmatians. And they used to come running across field and jump all over my dog. And she'd say, oh, it's all right, it's only playing. And fucking it pissed me right off, it did, these 2 Dalmatians. And I put up with him. And then this day I was there, I took the whip with me. And they come over, I give them such a leathering whip. Leathering with this riding whip I did, and they never come near me again. They went yelping back across field.
Times he does that, and there's.
Oh, that sorted that fucker out. I can't be doing with people saying they're only playing. I don't want them playing.
And it's all right. They're not hurting you.
I don't want it.
On the lead.
Jumping with shitty paws all over me.
Tim says, "Can you do the wording different?" I forgot what he said now.
Put an house on it.
Yeah.
Not the wording. Stick an house on it.
And Tim, tell me what you wanted put in. Yeah. Spider caught himself a couple of flies.
Pure honest, but I mean, I've got a burglar alarm now, so I'm not so bad. But when I first moved in here, I thought I'll put that aside at bed. But I have an air pistol as well. I have 2 air pistols, so I can whip them and shoot them.
Whip them and shoot them.
Air pistols won't kill them, but flipping hurt if you fire them in the face.
Explain to Chaotic what you wanted. Ooh, she's out on the balcony.
Out on the balcony? Who bloody hell? Out on the balcony.
Well, she wanted a window, but she got a balcony.
Yeah. I've got a balcony here, like sort of. It's called me A up veranda. I've got my one-way glass on, my one-way film on now to keep the peasants out. I thought I'd put that in before Tommy says it.
I mean, you see, this is the thing, Bria. I mean, the times Chris has been out with Biscuit, I mean, especially Bobby over there that took a chunk out of Chris's leg, but the times that there's been dogs running amok and they see Biscuit and they come running towards him, you know, and Chris just shouts, "Oh yeah, can you change the woodland scene for neighbourhood houses, like, you know, a row of houses or something like that?" That's the only one thing that he wants you to change. Everything else is all right, but just the backdrop he wants, like, yeah. Ooh, I sleep well tonight then, Tracy. But yeah, the times that you know they've come running at Chris. I mean, you can understand it from Chris's point of view, because last time a dog come running at him like that, took a chunk out his leg. You know what I mean? But and all Chris will just say, "Can you get your dog on a lead?" He says, "I do it right thing. I've got my dog on lead." He never lets Biscuit off. Never.
Oh, I would say I used to let hours off, but when there were nobody about. But as soon as somebody came about, I used to put it back on lead because it's wrong. You shouldn't be letting your dog go running across the field, jumping on other people.
You see,
Chris, I
tell a lie. Chris does let Biscuit off at lead, but you know when he gets to them steps down here, that's only time he lets him off. And Biscuit will just go up steps, wait at front door for him, and that's it. But otherwise, he does not let him off at lead. It pisses Chris right off.
I hate it. And when they say it's all right, they're only playing, I don't give a shit what they're doing. I don't want them near me. Get rid of them.
That's it.
You know, I'm not letting my dog jump all over you. Don't let yours jump all over me.
But that's one thing that, you know, I mean, yeah, it's a bit, what's it, you know, can you put your fucking dog on the lead? But yeah, it's.
Well, this woman, she was an old woman. She was well knocking on, and these Dalmatians, they were massive. And then one morning, I caught her letting them have a shit at the bottom of my steps, my path. And then I thought, note of it. I thought, bastard. And it kept happening. This shit kept appearing at the bottom of my steps. So I just sat there one Sunday. It was Sunday dinner time, it were, with hose pipe at top of the steps. And lo and behold, she come tootling down, and she didn't see me. I was sat on top step, and there's a dog having a good crunch right outside my house. And I just hosed the dogs down and her down, all 3 of them. blasted bloody lot of them.
That's one way to do it anyway.
I did. I had a gun on end of hose, and I got them, blasted them, all three of them, woman and two dogs. And I blasted shit out into the street. Can't be doing with it. Wife said, you can't go around blasting people. I said, I flipping can.
My property, I can do what I fucking like.
Oh, it wasn't my house, but it was right outside my house, so I had to step over the turd every time I went out. I'd go down steps beside the garden, and I'd have to step over the turd. I weren't having it.
That's it.
It's not happening.
I'd have, so if she'd have turned round to me and says, "Oh, you can't go blasting people with you know," I'd have said, "Do you want to bet?"
Yeah. Well, she got it that day. It was Sunday dinner time. I'll never forget it.
I bet it never happened again.
No, it didn't. She never even walked past again. I saw her a few days later, and the dogs stopped coming near me since I took that flipping whip to them. But she was always at the other side of the field, and they'd come flying over. Are they playing? No, they're only going to get whipped.
But I mean, when you've been through an experience like what Chris has, when a dog's took a chunk out your leg, you know, try telling, you know, that to Chris, or they're only playing. Last time somebody said that, it took a chunk out my leg.
Yeah, it's not on.
No.
You can't keep them under control, you shouldn't have them.
That's exactly what Chris said. He says, if you cannot control your dog, then get it put on a lead.
So there was a woman who lived up the street from us, and she used to just let it. She had a Labrador, and she used to just let it walk up and down back alley, shitting every day. So I made these signs I did and put them on the wall in back alley, all the way along back alley, about 4 signs, and said, "This is not a dog toilet."
That's it.
Because you go down back alley with your car, and you step out of the car, and you'd stand in a turd. You know, shit.
I mean, that was Chris's complaint this morning. He come back in and he says, "Fucking dog shit." He says, "I've just stood in some dog shit." He says, "Here's me." He says, "Gets doggy bags and everything and picks our biscuits shit up." He says, "And then these folks just letting dog shit everywhere."
Correct. It's not on.
And he weren't very best pleased. He says, "I've just struck in dog shit."
These blokes walking around town centre, we have them here in Darwin and Blackburn, giving people fixed penalties for throwing fags on the floor. I can get them out in parks on dog shit patrol.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't disagree with it. I think if you throw a fag on the floor, you should get a fixed penalty. But the point is, they should be out getting dog shit as well.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing.
And the day you're littering, whatever it is you throw.
In a lot of the parks around here, they've got designated bins.
Yeah.
Where you can dispose of your dog poo.
And I just don't I don't even understand that designated bin, because at the end of the day, you're going to put it in any bin anyway. A bin's a bin. You don't need a sign on it to say put poo here, because you're just going to put it in any bin, which is, to me,
but this is the thing. I think the reasoning behind it, Richard, is that they were finding that people had picked the dog shit up and then just flung it into a tree.
Well, that's it. You see, people like that will always do that, whatever you do, though. You know, you can't change scrotes, unfortunately. It's an inbred problem.
I've just thought of something. We were driving along the road one day, and there were one of these, you know, one of these with dog walking down, you know, thought you were, you know, big rapper I am, and it got one. I don't know, it was Staffy or a bulldog type.
Yeah, usually do.
Anyway, I'd got window down, and we were waiting at traffic lights, and he walked past, and dog stopped and had a shit. He just carried on walking, so I shouts out at window. I says, "Pick your fucking dog shit up after you." You know what I mean? And that's, you know, when you've got a dog and you pick your dog shit up after it, and you see such as him thinking he owns fucking place, walking down pavement, you know, what happens if there were a kid walking behind him and just stands in dog shit?
Correct.
And that's what pisses me off about it. And he couldn't give a shit.
Well, you can't. If they're like that, you're wasting your breath talking to them because they're scroats. They've been dragged up and they don't know any. They've no.
He stood there watching it having a shit, and then when it had finished, he started walking off, and I just shouted at him, "When pick the fucking dog shit up after you."
Can't take it out of people. Unfortunately, it's their upbringing.
Yeah, it was. What I
Upbringing to
was
know
trying to
right
say,
from wrong.
he thought he were a gangster or something. You know what I mean? Are they?
Correct. And they get the dog to match with all bloody brass things on it, so they can't. I just think, what the fuck?
But
Yeah. And then they can't
you know
talk
what I mean?
normal.
And
Yeah,
then they
all this shit.
see a dog as a not an ornament, but you know, an extra bit of
What they call a trophy dog.
yeah. Makes him look hard because he's got a vicious dog or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know, but yeah, you know, if you've got a dog, then be a responsible owner. Pick your shit up after you. Yeah, status symbol. That's what we're looking for, Tommy. But yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, on Facebook, we've got several sites like cat rescues. And you would not believe the full to capacity with cats coming in that are pregnant and having probably 5-6 kittens at a time. You know, the responsible thing to do is if you're letting your cat out, at least get it neutered or spayed. You know what I mean? And this is where all unwanted pregnancies are coming from because people couldn't give a shit. They just let the cats out, let them get up duff, and yeah, you know what I mean. And it's so yeah, it does make me angry. There's no need for it, and it's like a certain one of animal sanctuaries holding a free microchipping and neutering service. When you've got people doing things like that, you know, it's not going to cost you anything. Just take your cat along, get it chipped and spayed or whatever. You know, be the responsible owner. All ours is done, dog included. But you know what I mean? And on go out about the business, they go out, you know, the only thing that if you don't have a cat's, yeah. And honest to God, Tim, it breaks my heart. Some of these rescue centres, the state of some of the cats and kittens that come in, the eyes is gunked up. They've got what's them things? Ticks, ear full of ticks, and you know what I mean. If you can't, there were one yesterday I were looking at, right, and this cat had come in, and it was like partially blind in one eye, and that was through a responsible owner. The person that they took that cat off had, wait for it, 40 cats. 40.
40 cats. Take the piss out.
Absolutely. It beggars belief. You know, you can't look after them if you've got that many. No, what I was thinking of it, they were them ticks. And when they attach itself to I mean, dogs can get them, cats can get them. It buries itself into the cat or dog's skin, and it sucks its links at top. Tracy, I've pinned link up to top. Yeah, and it buries itself under the cat or dog's skin, and it feeds on its blood. It's going to fun with that one. It's got Tommy, man. Yeah.
Have our chase if you want, Richard. Don't get on
Yeah,
there.
Tracy, I'll put it in again. You might not be able to get at it if you're on the phone.
Doesn't really.
There it is again.
Thank you, Richard.
Might not be able to sit
But
pick
yeah.
message on the phone.
That's what she said, mate.
But yeah, you know what I mean? We know firsthand what it's like to get a cat that's been in a multiple cat household. Our Tucker come from a house and she'd got 16. And he was shit scared when he come here. He didn't come from behind the sofa for 2 weeks. He were guarding his food and he was eating like there were no tomorrow. You know what I mean? Because he'd had to fight for every morsel of food. You think that were just 16 cats.
And now's a greedy pecker.
But yeah, it's calmed down a lot since we've had him.
It's still very timid.
Yeah.
You won't. But do you know what I think it is? You know when you walk past him, and he runs or he jumps. I think it's because he's short-sighted and he can only sees you for the last minute.
But yeah,
I think that's why he's very timid.
Our Tucker would not come from behind this sofa. He were there for 2 weeks. But yeah, and that was only a house with 16 cats. Now you imagine that one with 40. Oh bloody hell! I don't bear to think about it. They've got no what they call socialisation, because they just bunged in a room with like 40 other cats. So they're not getting that human interaction. And then, you know, they're scrapping and reproducing, you know what I mean? And fighting for every single scrap of food. I mean, I know Richard ain't got me done, but she don't go out anywhere, so there's no trouble.
Only thing she'll give birth to is my foot.
You know, she don't go out, so there's no chance of her getting pregnant.
I'm going to get it done though, because it might just calm me down a bit.
I reckon so. I reckon I've always said to her if you had it done. But you see, the thing is, with a female cat,
I'd take it to get done and just give them false details and not go back and collect it.
You rotten sod.
Just not turn up and just forget it. Just not go back and collect it. Just give that false details, false name and address and everything, and then just not going back.
It's more complex to have a female done than it is a male. You know, we're male, it's just snip, 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 and the job's done. But with a female cat, they've got to cut the belly open and like remove, you know, ovaries and, you know, all the workings down there, you know what I mean? All the female gubbins.
Always do females are more complicated than males.
Yes, but with a superior sex, I know we don't.
I do. Bloody do.
But yeah, you know what I mean? Our chase, we fell lucky because Biscuit were already done when we got him. Tucker were already done. And then when we got Chase, he were done as well. So, but when we had Lucy, we adopted her from RSPCA. And they says, when she's old enough to be done, take her to your vets. And they paid for it. They sort of like give you a voucher. They give you a voucher. So you just hand this voucher over as payment to get them done. So, you know, nowadays there's no excuse. But a lot of people just aren't bothered. I mean, take that black and white cat, for instance. Pisses everywhere. it comes on our garden, knowing full well that both ours is done, and it just pisses everywhere. It's even gone on top of its shed and pissed on top of its shed because it knows our tucker goes up there. That's probably why he went on that shed over there. I said, I'm not going on that one because that black and white cat's pissed all over it. Hey, coming up, Tracy.
Go on, Tracy, hit the link.
But yeah, as a responsible, owner of an animal, you've got to do what's right by your dogs. Yeah, and that's what I mean, Tommy. It knows that ours don't spray or anything because
Your territorial, aren't you, Mia? You think everything's fucking yours, your territory. And
it comes on. It comes on wall and it's meowing at top of its voice.
It's the flipping nerves. I can't stand the catters. That's what annoys me more than anything. Catters.
Chris is honestly thinking of getting a water pistol to get a blast.
Yeah, we're not going to nose pipe. Just launch those pipe with it.
No.
It'll not be a little one. It'll be a big cannon.
One of them master blasters.
Yeah.
I've got 2 air pistols. If you want, I'll lend you one of them. I'll get rid of it.
Yeah.
Get it through from bedroom window and that. It'll soon move.
It'll not come back if it's got a pellet up its arse.
You'd have to aim for its if you aim for its stomach, you'd probably kill it. But if you crack it on one of its legs, maybe it'd be all right.
But yeah, you can tell it's an unneutered male anyway because it's like pissing everywhere, spraying.
They shirt their ass and spray some shit out.
You can see it. I mean, it don't do it so much nowadays because as soon as Chris sees it,
the black and white one sometimes comes to my window, but it came yesterday morning. But now I've put that one-way film up. All it can see is its fucking self. Can't see that. Problem is, Mia's looking out now and she can't see out.
But that's the thing. If it's an unneutered male, it goes everywhere and anywhere, and just it's marking its territory basically. Now, the same as Chris says, when it's coming on our cat's backyard and pissing everywhere, that's their domain, not his. And that's the thing that Chris has got against it. This is, with weather being nice and Chris having patio doors, it come right up to the thing. I think it were going to come in. I thought, you go, oh no. I'd have thrown something at it. I forget where, Chris Rompbog or something, I don't know. But yeah, cheeky fecker. But same as Chris says, he says, cheeky fecker trying to get into ours. I'll put it in for you again, Tracy. Just click on it. Like you did when you were at hospital. Pardon me. But you know what I mean? It's, you don't want cat piss everywhere. But, hey, we'll be tired if it ever does come in arse. Get more by our biscuit or our tucker or Chase.
Biscuit won't bat an eyelid, he'd just stay on the floor asleep. Cats would walk over him, he wouldn't even bloody notice.
When our tucker come in earlier on, you see, them two don't get along, but our biscuit and our Chasers like that. You know what I mean? And he walked past our biscuit, and our biscuit's going, I says, oh, shut up, biscuit. Jealous said. Okie dokie then, Tracy. We'll hang on a bit longer. But
keep going to where I have to set it up to your channel. I'm not sure.
I think she says she keeps clicking on it. And she forgot how to do it. But I think our biscuit might react if it you know what I mean. It being not one of ours, if you know what I mean.
Possibly. Oh, nice weather for tomorrow. Sunny tomorrow.
Richard says it's going to be sunny tomorrow.
I don't know about you, but hang on, I'll tell you what it is. Sheffield. Yep, sunny tomorrow. In fact, sunnier in Sheffield than what it is here tomorrow. 8-mile-an-hour wind, sunny all day tomorrow in Sheffield.
It says 6 degrees warmer than today.
Yep, that's exactly what I've got. Solid sunshine in Sheffield from 7 till 1 o'clock, and then it's sunny spells, and then sunny again at the end of the day. 8-mile-an-hour winds.
It says 15 degrees. Partly cloudy.
Oh, it's got mostly sunny here on weather here.
And it says winds WSW at 10 to 15 kilometers an hour.
That's correct. That's about 8 mile an hour. WS, well, west southwest.
It's going to drop to about 6 degrees tomorrow.
So you can get out tomorrow, Chris.
Baby, 15 degrees.
Get out tomorrow.
No, it's don't look bad for wind. It only says 10 to 15 kilometers per hour, so that's quite mild, isn't it? 15.
Who said it were going to be shit weather? Bank holiday. It's nice weather all the way through for here now until Tuesday.
I seen on Facebook talking about, you know, how we were talking about recycle centres. There were, I think it was either in Chesterfield or Derbyshire, one or two. Bloody massive fire caused by somebody took a battery in the summer and it caught fire. See if I can find it.
Won't be a sec. Shit. Good question.
Are you talking to yourself, Richard?
Yeah.
It says 8 fire engines caught a huge Ilkeston recycling plant fire. It caught a fire last night at 8:30. It says it was most likely caused by a discarded battery left in recycle waste. So, yeah. I mean, even though they've done the right thing by taking it to a waste recycling centre, it's still caught a fire. Hey, Tracy's here.
Hey, yeah.
Hiya, Tracy.
I'm on Johnny's phone.
Oh.
I'd just been downstairs and watched that cabaret and I'd have been...
Hello.
Hello.
I just put my third coat of Volta on.
Oh.
I'm just too much walking. I'm driving.
So I just thought I'd join you for a little bit before you go.
Did you have some alcohol to numb the pain?
Did you have what to number the pain? Where'd you hold them on here?
That's top. Say again, Jeanette.
I said, did you have some alcohol to numb the pain?
Hey, only problem with that is it seems to bloody counteract the bloody painkillers.
Valuable.
That is it. Talk, Jeanette.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
I don't want to go anywhere. Say again.
Testicles.
Jesus Christ, they blew me fucking head off.
Put a little bit so that's it, I'll do.
You managed to get a room with a window then?
Double window.
Oh, yeah.
I had to bloody upgrade. Fucking Fanny Craddock here wanted a better room.
There's a double bed. If you can see.
Yeah.
And then we've got a single bed over there. And we've got a big window that side and on that side. I've just shut them curtains and television area.
Ooh.
Where we make a cup of tea.
And there's got a hallway in the bathroom.
We've got a fan and a fridge.
Yeah.
And then there's a bathroom round there with a bath in. So, yeah. The first room what they give us, it was okay, but it was just a bit small.
It was a closet with a bed in it.
Just one bed, and that was it. No chair to sit on. This is like a 2-seater sofa what we're on. Like a leather seat. Oh, no, you got to do it that way.
So, Johnny's at single bed and yours is double.
No, he's just been sitting on there while he were decramping himself. This is just like for 3 people. Like if we had Keena here now, she could go on her own little
This is the
bed.
best way of putting it, right? I've got a knackered nerve in me right here.
Yeah, I had no tablets all day.
The time. So normally, I bear the weight on the left side to take the pain off the right side. But now because I've hurt my left side, I can't bear the weight on the right side because it makes that hurt. And then my left side starts.
And he has done a little bit of walking while we've been. He walked out earlier for tea.
That's why Chris uses his walking stick.
Plus, I didn't want to be doped up when I was driving earlier, so I didn't have any pain. I only had painkillers this morning.
Yeah. So we're just downstairs an hour.
So now I've had 2 gabapentin, 2 tramadol, 2.
It's not bad actually, because when you go downstairs, you don't have to go out onto the main part. You just go where bar area is and go out onto this big balcony, and you're looking over where everything is, like sea and all. Entertainment.
It's Grand Hotel in Bridlington.
Yeah, we're in Grand Hotel, but when you can't see at the minute outside because it's dark, but we
can see out bit. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, you can see the sea and everything.
Hang on, it takes me a minute to get to window ledge.
And then you'll see that lighthouse thing.
Oh, shit, we sugar on. Right, hang on, I'll flip the camera around. Woo, I fell through fucking window then. I've got no balance at all, Jeanette. It's freaking me out. I was getting overtaken by pensioners earlier. They were like, out the way. I ain't got time for you, you young scruffy snapper. You see it there?
No,
Oh, no, it's just reflecting bloody.
See it.
Oh, there we go.
Right on seafront.
Oh, go that way.
But it's daytime, we can take some pictures.
That's the sea right there, though.
Yeah. You're like basically right next to the beach.
Oh, and I fell out bloody window. It's because there was a big window ledge.
You can't fall out window because window's not even open.
Oh, it doesn't stop me.
I don't know, I can't see Jeanette now. What do you do? Eh?
I'll just not come out of it. No, don't.
See you, all right.
I'm coming.
Can we just press back? Can we press that one there?
If you press that.
No, the X button.
Oh, that's it. Thought I'll just join you for that last bit you're on.
Aye, Richard's just making a brew, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to make one.
Yeah, the minute you say you need a piss, we'll let you go, Jenny.
He'll know if I wanted a piss because I'll be going like that.
I've got my second drink of ice.
I had one.
I've got some drinks in car, but it means going back out.
Did they carry on dancing around like a bunch of prannies?
No, because that thing's finished now, so you can either sit in there and listen to their music, what they put on in background, and go to the bar, go back in, or they sit outside into that big foyer where all comfortable chairs are.
Well, we had 4 women. Well, 2 women were singing and 2 women were
Yeah, they
dancing.
went to go
It
get.
looked like, do you know when you order sexy ladies off Team
Yeah, but they went to go and get changed after, and they come out in all England stuff and
There were
singing.
like 3 young ones and one that should be supervising, if you know what I mean.
They went and got changed, had England dresses on, and sung them songs.
Do you think they should be dancing like that in front of children? You had no to win, I don't know, you know.
Oh,
Richard's making
Richard's having his shake.
it's protein shake.
Yeah,
Right. How are we doing, Trish?
I'm doing all
I've had
right.
a few shakes.
There's Richard.
Mate.
There's Johnny. There's Richard.
I'm absolutely. My hip is screaming at me, Richard. Screaming.
He left me on my
I
own.
couldn't stay. The fucking chairs were awful.
But I've had you lot in background on low, and
What did I say to you? If I have to go up before you go up, don't get mad at me, I said.
that's not getting mad.
I mean, you
I'm
know,
not getting mad. I'm just saying that you left me. That's not getting mad.
You
No, people started talking to me.
That's where I'd gone.
Are you all right there on your own, love? Do you want to come and join us? I'm okay.
took your vodka then, Tracy. Is that one that you've bought?
No, I've just bought this from downstairs, £4 something or other, nearly a fiver for a double Smirnoff. I mean, a single. Earlier, I got Johnny a pint, and then I just had one with him, and then this is the second one.
We got fish and chips, right? Well, I didn't get the chips, right? And then we had a coffee and that with us. 36 fucking quid.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, because
do you know what happened? You know that fat lad? He walked into the back bit when he hadn't even give us a tip. And I put him a chair out. I thought, you cheeky bastard.
A tip? You know, you've got fish and a battered sausage.
No, but that's what he said in the kitchen. He went, no, I got him a chair out as well and didn't even give us a tip. Here's a tip. Don't charge a Yorkshireman fucking 36 quid for fish and chips.
That's because we went into the restaurant part, love. If you get it to take out, it's cheaper.
I brought my own table and chairs.
It's the Grand Hotel at Bridlington.
Yeah, they've done it up since Dinghy Divers, Marie.
Yeah. But he's on about the fish shop where we went to on seafront. If you got it to take out, it would have been a lot cheaper.
I wonder why old staff are wearing black and white stripes.
But because we went in the restaurant where you sit down to eat.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
We went there in COVID, and they had to help out to pay out shit on, so everything was half price.
I think we've paid extra to sit down. That's
Is it called Grand Hotel? Is it classed as Scarborough?
Yeah, we're in Scarborough, yeah.
Right bang in the middle of it.
Well, there's everything to do downstairs. You don't even have to leave building if you don't want to. You can have breakfast here, you can have your evening meal here, go in restaurant. Might be a lot cheaper to eat in here than it is. Well, not cheaper, but you know what I mean. If you have fish and chips and take it away, you go and sit outside on benches, but then you force to. Oh God, I'll speak it right.
And you have
The eagles round you and the nicky food, don't they?
That's the website, Tim.
It's not bad here though for this room.
Right, don't turn cameras on, not in my trousers.
Turn it, bloody camera.
Oh, that says you went to wrong chippy. But they didn't.
It is a good chippy though. That one you went to Aberdeen. That one on.
It's nice, lovely, nice fish and stuff. There's like a takeaway part on corner. Well, you go into the fish shop part, and if you want to go fruit at restaurant, you just go fruit at restaurant. I think you charge you more to sit down. It were only £12 for fish and chips and mushy peas for me. If you get it out at fish shop to take away. And then obviously, what it was for the one fish, £8.
It was $8.50 plus a battered sausage, and then we had curry sauce, peas,
and tea for two.
And
And a bread cake for me. I can't eat chips
I
without a
suppose
bread.
36 quid in that, but I just don't like paying 30 quid for a car.
For a
What
car.
the best chippy and bread or Jackson's? And 149 or whatever that is.
It was called the Captain Robbing Bastard.
It's got a car park outside of it.
Yeah,
Like-
it's handy.
So he parks his car.
It's free after 6 o'clock, I remember. Got your sexy legs out, Jeanette.
But you need
Like a sexy street outlet. What a seat, man.
Apparently, Tim, they've done it all up, haven't they?
Yeah, they have, yeah.
Yeah, well, we did. Well, us.
There was decorators on this floor decorating some rooms out.
See, whichever hotels, they let the dinghy drivers.
But you don't have to even sit in your room because I'm
Every time
talking.
you had a deal with the
You
government,
could have come
every
live
time they
yourself.
Every time they move up to a different place, their building gets.
Yeah. But downstairs in foyer where you like where you thingy, sign in or whatever you do for your room. It's got like all leather couches.
Yeah.
And lamps and tables and things like that, so you can sit in your own little corner. And then they've got a pool table and that.
Like a general area.
Yeah, general area.
She made me upgrade the room.
And then there's a restaurant thing where you go in for your breakfast if you want breakfast.
Just when you sit on the end of this bed, I'll be back in a minute. Oh, I've upgraded this room.
Yeah, but you've actually got a coffee maker if you want to make a coffee maker. Then you've got a kettle as well. You've got an ironing board, an iron, an air dryer.
It's a better room.
For 2 days.
Yeah, and we've got a fridge. I've got some bits in the fridge as milk and that were brought from home.
So we could have got a cheaper deal.
And I brought some baking, and I brought some Weetabix for John in case he gets munchies.
Weetabix.
I brought some 2 cups, and even though there's got cups here, but they're only them little teacup things.
Tea bags, there's no milk.
So I brought 2 cups from my own home.
2 cups, 2 cereal bowls.
Cereal bowls, because I'm like that. I get munchies at night. After you had a drink, you've already had a tea. You can actually get takeaways delivered to Grand as well when restaurants not open. If you don't know out of their restaurant, like if you got a pizza or something.
2 cups, 2 bowls.
Yes, I brought some spoons. Yes.
How long are you there?
I brought my milk in the fridge. I brought my baking. No point leaving it home when we're here, is there? Them cookies are gorgeous, what we made, Jeanette.
I know.
And Johnny's just set his big bent off one. What I made in that big tin. He had it early when he come up.
I've got one big and then that dinky one left. That's it.
But you know that home bake thing we made, don't you? That Rocky Road. Yeah. Even though it was in my fridge at home overnight, and it's been in this room all day, I've only got a plastic knife. It's still a bit solid.
Tell you what Chris did, he got it out and left it out on worktop. It's been in fridge, but he took it out and he couldn't cut it otherwise.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's been in this room all day since we got here at 3:30. I wonder if it's all right to cut now.
Not be the second nibble on an end.
It should be.
Right, that's 2 tramadol, 2 gabapentin, 2 ibuprofen, and a fucking 3 cuts.
And a pint of lager. You better slow down, boy.
Slow down. I fucking got past 2 miles an hour.
Rocky Road. They took the Rocky Road with them. I says,
Nice. Well,
it's a should cut now, but I've only got I might go downstairs and ask for a knife.
Yeah, he took the Rocky Road out the fridge in order to be able to cut it.
And left it for an hour.
Can you see mine?
Coffee. It'd be a sachet.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's got some cling film over it in that tin foil.
Callum says it was 10 out. It's 10 out of 10, Tracy.
I haven't tried that one yet, but I've had a cookie.
Were very nice.
They melt in your mouth, don't they, them cookies?
The restaurant we went when we went to Scarborough, it was called Taylor's Bar and Kitchen in North Bay. And it was half price because that COVID thing we're on where you had to eat out.
Yeah.
So we got it half price and it was bloody
Eat
good.
out to ramp out. Fucking load of shite, that one.
Well, it worked if you're going in a restaurant only paying half price. It was good.
It'd have been eat out, get the fuck out if I'd been involved.
I can't see. We haven't got no chat up on here, Johnny. So if anyone's saying hello to me, we've got them three there. Well, there's no chat. It's not saying hello. I don't know if anyone's saying up to us or not.
You're not
Just let
missing
the chair.
Right, you put the chat on as well as I don't.
Oh, it's because you're in the chat. New thingies, man.
I know, you put it on.
Oh, that's
But
right.
you can't see them then, can you?
Hang on.
Burping bloody vodka.
Continue.
Did he touch the fat belly?
Allow.
Did he touch the fat belly?
Oh,
What do we?
right, well, when you want the chat now, you just do that. It's there at the bottom. Well, it'll come up with somebody next time.
I'll go
Just use your phone for chat and this for camera.
Castle.
What you phone?
Yeah.
Say that again, Richard.
You have to go and look at Castle. It's only about 20 quid to look at a pile of rubble. We went and we got there and the prices to go and look at
Not
that
much
castle.
battery left on it, but I've got it on more battery.
We did same, Richard. We got there and I was going to stay in car with Biscuit. About 2 minutes later, he come back and I went, that were quick. He says, okay, 20 quid. He says, just to go in fucking Castle.
Well, it's expensive. I mean, we went and I said, son, I'm not paying that just to look at 4 walls and one of them's knocked down. No.
Yeah.
Hey,
Chris was saying, he says, I'm not paying fucking that much.
you need to be a millionaire just to buy a stick of rock up there, don't you?
So,
I don't mind paying
You
you know, as long as there's something decent to look at. But that
Yeah, no, let's get cleaners from what you want.
like a square thing like that, and one of walls is missing.
Next time we go on holiday, we're taking sandwiches.
Tracy's took everything but kitchen sink and they only go in for 2 days.
Well, we might want some Weetabix through night.
I'll show you your things.
You took
Tracy.
Weetabix on holiday, were you? Weetabix.
I have, yeah. I've come 3 pints of milk, box of Weetabix. Because Weetabix soaking milk up, don't they? And then we want some milk for drinks. I don't like their milk because it's that green milk.
UHT. There's your avatar.
very excited on that camera.
Trey.
No, are you, Johnny? That's my thing. I like that, yeah.
Not bad.
Very nice.
I thought you had to be
Then it's done your a banner as well, like for your own page.
How will I put that onto it? Will it automatically be there?
I'll send it to you. That's
yeah. Oh, yeah, banner, yeah.
Johnny will do it for you.
Yeah.
Not today, though.
Oh,
No, but she's going to send it to me anyway.
We've only got fucking 3 pillars and all.
Well, there's a spare pillow there.
What's that going to do?
Put that on you, so you'll have 2.
Flat as a witch's tit.
Johnny, we'll find a way. If not, I'll have to get him to. You want what else? You just ask.
Cheap
Tommy
here,
said,
Tommy.
well,
I
you know,
don't pay for it.
I'll ask him for some more pillars.
Them castles, ain't that right, Richard?
I don't pay Billy, so it's all right.
I need propping up, though.
We know it's all good. Don't worry about it. Everything's open still. It's not closed.
Yeah, it does. He does a good job for you. Well, it's 11:20. I'm going to call it a night. Richard's already done his live stream for tomorrow night. So, yeah, be there or
Be square.
So I'll see you all tomorrow on Richards. Bye.
Bye, chat. See you all tomorrow, chat. Don't be square, be there. If you're not there, don't be bother.
I'll be straight through for all his life and just split what I'm doing.
This is better than probably found our calf.